Welcome to Eureka's Classroom. I know that everybody in this room loves to learn, and here at Eureka, we love to provide you with the tools in order for you to become successful. So, in this video, we will be covering three important topics: commissions, which we all know is very important; reports, we all love to generate reports, right? And appeals, also another important topic. So let's start with commissions. What are commissions? Does anybody know what a commission is? It's money the dealer earns for selling airtime products, handsets, and promotions. The question is, are commissions important to the dealer? Is making money important to the dealer? If you said yes, and I hope you did, then you're right. This is one way the dealer earns capital for his or her business to grow. Knowing that information, we now understand how important commissions are to our dealers and how can we help the dealer keep track of their commissions. If you said reports, then you're on the right track. WebPOS has a ton of useful reports that they could generate and access at any time. But for today's video, we will be focusing on the commission reports. One of those reports is the Sprint commission status. And the second report that we're going to be going over is the commission payment detail report. So the Sprint commission status report provides the date of activation and the payment cycle that particular ESN is in. As for the commission payment detail report, this report provides the dealer with the date the commission was paid out. So it tells the dealer, hey, on this particular day you receive a commission for this particular ESN, which is very useful. Remember that all of this information can also be located in the dealer's invoice. It breaks it down for them if they don't like to run reports, or if they don't understand how to run reports. They can always access this information on their invoice. How are these reports useful? If your dealer calls asking when did he get paid for an activation done 2 months ago and provides you with an ESN, you would be able to tell him the exact date that commission was paid out, which is very valuable for your dealer. If you know how to pull this information, you can educate your dealer so that they may run the report themselves, which would eliminate a lot of calls and would get you to make more calls regarding sales, right? So now if you're not able to locate that specific ESN, or the dealer is not able to locate the payment by searching the reports, we would need to submit an appeal for that ESN. That dealer hasn't been paid for their commissions. So this is where appeals comes into play, which is our last topic. The question is, when do I submit an appeal? If the dealer is missing commissions, that would be a reason to submit an appeal, correct? If the dealer receives the incorrect commission, like the wrong amount, that would be a reason. And the third reason would be other questions if they want to go in depth on how they got paid and stuff like that. So those are the reasons why you would submit an appeal. Where do I submit an appeal? A lot of people don't know, especially the dealers, that they could submit appeals through their WebPOS. And that's where they're supposed to submit their appeals. They don't need a call in. So all they would need to do is just fill out that information. Once you provide all the information required for an appeal, please allow up to 10 business days for appeals regarding new activations to be processed, and 20 business days for promo incentive appeals to be processed. They're two different categories, so they require a little bit more time. The dealer needs to follow up on the status of their appeal, and the way they're going to do that is they're going to access the Reports tab under Sprint Appeal Status and generate a report, and it's going to give them information. It's going to be saying approved, pending, or denied. If approved, the commission will be paid out on the next billing cycle. if denied, it will state the reason why the commission or the dealer's not receiving that commission. If they're not satisfied with the reason, they may resubmit that appeal. We call this an escalation. So they don't need to call in, they don't need to call VHA, they don't need to call Eureka, because that wouldn't be the process. So in order for them to escalate that appeal, they would have to resubmit it through the same process. So one of the things they need to remember when they're escalating is to state it's an escalation. So in the notes, put appeal escalation. Number 2 is reference the original appeal. It's very important to reference that appeal. And number 3, provide additional information or details. Because if you don't and you put the same information, more likely it'll get rejected again. So we just covered a little bit of the information. We went over what each topic is. Now what we're going to do is just go over in depth how to pull these reports, how to locate a specific ESN, and where to go for an appeal. Okay? So I hope you guys got a little bit of information out of that. Remember, I'm in the room with you. So if you want to ask me any questions, go ahead. But we're about